Hey, I'm Nathan, you know me as Rinse on the Bloods.
And I'm the Autark of Flame. And this one, this is between Dementio from Super Paper Mario,
And
you know.
Strider from Strider.
Alright, so, character, personality, and backstory. Dementio, he is a nihilistic clown. That's pretty creepy. This guy's got an incredibly dark sense of humor. He's a little less insane than you might think from a clown like this, and he's more so, like, artistically insane in what he does and says. Like, you never know what side he's on at certain points. Sometimes, like, it seems like he's going against the main villain, Count Bleck, but near the end it sort of shows that he has been this kind of mastermind all along. And, he often says things like, chow, and he makes these very strange little similes that don't make a lot of sense, and, they make him seem insane in his own very dark way, I guess. Now, we don't know a lot about his backstory, but all we know about him is that he wants to basically change the world, make a new world, and, make it himself as a god. Sounds a lot like Kefka, except Kefka's not as poetic.
But anyways, for Strider, what can I say about Strider? He doesn't have much personality since it's 90s side-scroller, but the one thing about Strider is he's a space ninja. His blade's called Ching Ching, and he's out to throw out the government. There's not much else to say. I could say Dementio wins. For that, I can't say much for Strider, unfortunately, there.
Alright, so now, character achievements. Now, Dementio, he hasn't done a lot, let's just put it that way. I mean, he has orchestrated a full-on scheme to, as I mentioned earlier, change the world and make a new one, become a god and all that. But there are many flaws in his plan. He kills Mario, Luigi, Bowser, and Peach at one point in the story, and in the process, he sends them to the underworld. Yeah, and they come out of the underworld. So, basically, he didn't even realize what could have been the biggest loophole in his plan. And in the end, he failed. He almost ended up destroying the world or all worlds with the Chaos Heart, but he didn't.
I am only going to say one thing about Strider. In the first level, he fought the
entire Russian syndicate.
Syndicate in space, which in the end they all turn into a giant mecha dragon. He kills him and you have to kill it, and that's just the first level.
Strider wins.
Yeah.
Now, iconic status, I'm going to give this one to Strider as well.
Yeah, thanks to Marvel vs. Capcom and other stuff, other crossover
Even
games.
then, Strider, him and his sword. No, his sword more so. That sword is so iconic. It is huge. It cuts things easily.
As much as I like the Ching Ching sound, he wouldn't have got much in the arcade. He would end up being some game like Golden Axe, where everyone who loves side scrollers, they wouldn't know it, but everyone who's not really familiar wouldn't know it. It's more of games like the Marvel vs. Capcom series that helped make him famous, since he was in a lot of crossover games.
Oh yeah, Golden Axe. We're gonna get to that in a few episodes. Alright. So, Strider wins this one for iconic status.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for who would win a fight, this is another big one for Strider.
Yep.
Now, Strider, like you said, he defeated the whole Russian syndicate in the first level with his sword that goes ching ching.
Yeah.
Dementio, his strongest attack is the creation of a sort of magical box that he can basically use to make you explode inside the box.
Mm-hmm.
There's one problem, however. It's really slow, so because Strider is a ninja, he can just evade the boxes as they're being created. And then in his ultimate form as Super Dementio, he becomes even weaker, wouldn't you know that? He can't use the box thing. He's incredibly big. He has an obvious weak point, his head. and his attacks are so easy to dodge that they're not even noteworthy. Strider wins this one.
Okay.
No question.
I'm not going to argue with Strider winning.
Alright, so 3-1 for Strider. Dementio is out. Alright, so until then, I'm the Autarch of Flame.
And onwards.
Catch you later.